Oh, great morning. This morning I pulled cards and now I did it a little differently again. Can't remember the name of this deck. It's a bit unusual. I love that illustration on there though. But I can't remember the name of this deck. Anyway, I pulled cards, a combination of those with the my Lenormand deck. And I wanted to look at the terrorism of white Christian nationalist movement, what they're doing, etc. I wanted to look about deeper into that. Now, apparently, Trump is all up on Orban. And there was another mass shooting, and of course, Orban was agreeing with the shooter's ideology, etc. Okay, which was this white Christian. I use the term Christian loosely. White Christian nationalism that they want to try to take over America with and run it according to Christian values. And what they're teaching as Christian values are really anti-Christian, really anathema to what Christ taught. So there's nothing, even though it's couched in so-called Christian terms, there's nothing Christian about it. So what did I get in this reading? Well, the overview of it is what they're sharing, what they're holding on to as this great love that they're sharing. Okay. I was trying to see what the tattoo is on their wrist. I can't make it out though. And what they're proposing for the world is under lock and key, what they're trying to suppose. And Five of Pentacles is being like out in the cold. They're really not Christian, Usually in the other deck that I use, the Five of Pentacles is they're out in the snow outside of the Christian church, okay? So they're locked into this drama, which is really outside of real Christianity. So the reading is about the friends of this, the ones that are looking to this movement and looking to see what's under the surface of it. On the surface, they want to present a very pretty picture, etc. But we want to look and see what's under the surface. So underneath of it all, it's about their path forward and cutting what? Women's rights, okay? First thing out, underneath of it all is their path forward to cut women's rights, which we've seen them do time and time again. The foundation of it is control. The message of this so-called Christianity. And they're using this message as a way to control people. What's above it is toxic. It's toxic. New way that they want to bring this to the White House. They want to bring this to America. Okay? So what's going on now? We have Knight of Wands, you know, they are charging forward with this club in hand, fighting for it. The challenge is the energy of it that they're trying to bring into this fighting forward, okay, with this message. And again, just trying to railroad it. In the past, this is their ideology, you know, to get to calmer waters. Calmer for who? Okay, for them. And the outcome is, this is what they are absolutely holding to. Yeah, I think it's interesting that this deck has the dragon on it that's holding on to this drama. The dragon, okay? Antichrist things that they're holding on to as a way to move their agenda. So the outcome is they're going to continue to try to hold on to this, try to bring in new stuff, new messages, more cutting of women's rights, etc. That's where it begins, starting to abuse people's rights with this authoritarian. It's really like the Taliban, and they use the words of Christianity, but it again has nothing to do with what Christ was teaching. Absolutely not. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull the tarot, just straight tarot, and see what it has to say. Did you drop your ducky? Did you drop your duck? Here's your duck. There you go. Mr. Mickey's so funny. He always wants to bring his toys and show me. He said, I love my toys. Mama got me these toys. I love my toys. Yeah. I like your toys. Yeah. So let's see what we have above this. The overarching theme is they want their victory. They're trying to move, and it doesn't matter who gets destroyed in the midst of it. They're going to trample them to get their victory. Now, I like also that he's wearing the white. It's supposed to be white national Christians. And underneath of it all, yeah, this is their plan. This is the MAGA, the extreme party, the extremism that they're pushing for this agenda. What they're selling. So above it, you know, it's about tying people up mentally, okay, with this. What's crossing it is their actions going forward. Foundation of it is the burden that people will have to deal with them. And underneath of it all, it's their fantasy, their ideology, all of this stuff they've got up here that they're emotionally attached to, which is in the ozones now, all these ideas that they have that they want to bring in. In the past, we have, this is rapidly coming, and they want to say it's coming from God. It's a godly thing that's coming in, okay? That's how they keep trying to frame it. What's going on now is it's a master what? Manipulation. Smoke and mirrors. the drama that they are putting out. Above it, we have temperance. This is something that should be tempered, but they are also trying to temper our rights. Yeah, underneath of it, foundation is the lovers, those that are buying into this to temper our rights, rapidly trying to bring this manipulation in. And this is underneath of it all, their, happy MAGA clan, if you will. Unknown caller. Hold on. So I'm sorry about that. So this is their happy white Christian nationalist agenda family. The challenge is star, okay? Now, is the challenge of this their narcissism, or is the challenge of this, and I think in this case it's the actual enlightened beings, the actual woke, those that have woken up and are waking up, that word they hate, woke, that agenda of wanting the best for humanity. Okay, that's their challenge. The outcome is, they're Queen of Swords. The outcome is they want to take heads. There she is. They want their hard line of ideology. And, we have no problem taking heads. We have no problem with that heinousness of crime. Above it, we have this feeling of difficulty, of just the challenges, the challenges of what's happening. Okay. The foundation of it, it's about money, it's about control, it's about power. They're trying to really dig in roots of that. And that's what it's rooted in. It's rooted in power. It's rooted in these manipulations. And underneath of it all, yeah, it's about the defense of this, okay? It's about the struggle, the defense of this. Yeah, not good. So if we break this all down, again, don't forget at the top of it, it's about their wanting to have a victory for this white Christian nationalism, which is funded by what? Wealthy. Funded by the wealthy. It's become the ugly MAGA type thing. Okay. What's crossing it is their actions going forward. Underneath of it all, they've got all these ideas up in the air, and they're white Christian nationalist proponents that are out there fighting and to how do I want to say it? To stave off is something that we have to stave off, okay? Protecting, they're trying to protect the drama that they're putting out there. the foundation is this is a burden, okay? There are those that are in alignment with it, the lovers of this, and it's based on what? Monetary. It's based on daily life happenings. That's what it's rooted in. It's rooted in this monetary control of people. Just not good. Above it, it's about tying people up mentally, restricting them, tempering their actions, and making life difficult. You know, always having to look over your shoulder, feeling like you are burdened by these actions that are happening. What's going on now is the manipulation that they're trying to bring in. And the challenge is enlightenment. The challenge is being woke. The challenge is bringing in the best for humanity, the highest things. Okay? It could also be read the double-edged sword. The other side of the sword, the challenge is 45. Trying to get a dictator in that would allow this stuff to go forward. So in the past, they want to say this is rapidly coming from God, and the outcome is, you know, this is definitely a fight, and they are, you know, willing to take heads. They don't care, okay? Whatever can get their agenda across and implement it, they are willing to do. So this is something we have to be really mindful of and really get out and vote and get rid of this MAGA thing. You know, like I said, the good news of it is we've had this polarization that I've said for the last 10 years is coming, this polarization of light versus dark, you know, the compassion and the humanity versus for me and me alone, and that division that's happening. Real spirituality, what Christ was bringing in, versus religiosity, the dark side of religiosity, okay, versus spirituality. Spirituality is uplifting, it's freeing, it's wanting the best for mankind, versus this dark religiosity, which is about condemn and control rhetoric, okay? So that's what we're up against now. So we will see what we will see. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and I'll see you online.